Truth, the truth.
Hey everybody, it's Marcia, also known as Teach Me to Dance Again. And I'm beyond counting days at this point. I think Saturday was day 7, now it's Tuesday. I'm just not going to keep counting days. So we're on the second week, and I shared yesterday how I was going to braid my hair, and I knew fully well that it was not likely that I would be able to just go day after day without doing my hair. You can see it's hot and humid here, and my hair is kind of frizzy, not too bad, because I tried to, do a clean part. If my parts aren't clean, my hair is always more frizzy than if I try to have a clean part and really gather all the hairs neatly. Having these hairpins definitely was a frizz reducer. I mean, when I say it was hot and humid, um, look at my face. This is like light sweat, light moist. I'm very moist right now. Um, I was sweating all day, and so was my hair, right? So when I say it was hot and humid, I mean over 100 degrees hot and humid. That's just not for me, and my hair doesn't like it. Not unless it's like on an island. The island heat and everything enriches, but this New England heat is definitely taxing. So basically, what I'm going to do is refresh my braids. And yes, I watch tutorials about what people do to keep their braids nice. Um, People who have nice braids for more than one day maintain the braid. My braids are hard to maintain because my hair is always doing something. Like you can see that it's curled itself at the ends, and then this braid in the front is kind of straight. But the ones I have pinned up in the back into a bun, they had already started doing their own kind of funky, wavy, curly thing. So they are all gathered together neatly in a bun because I can do that, and use my new hairpins to keep it in place. So we're going to take it all down, and I definitely need to do something with the scalp. And you can see that my hair, even in braids, manages to break away. I just don't understand. I assure you, all of this was gathered into the braid. But now, many hairs have escaped. So, I'm going to refresh my braids. I'll probably have to do them all so that I don't have any kind of fuzzy bird's nest or whatever going on. And I made this aloe and olive oil conditioner that I'm going to leave in. I'm going to paint it in with my new applicator brush and coat the hair pretty well and take my shower, and then blot it. I'm going to do the braids over with the conditioner. I've already massaged my scalp with this end, and right or wrong, it felt good. Now, I've seen a metal device. It looks like a metal claw, and they use them in some massage spa type places. So I'm doing the same thing, but instead of having a claw, I just have this one prong, and I'm just going across my scalp, especially in the areas that are not exposed. This feels really good. I'm not doing it very hard, and I'm not using the sharp edge. It's a little bit sharp. I'm using it on an angle, so I'm kind of just rubbing on the side of the point, not directly on the point. I'm not, you know, digging in this way, which I think probably could damage my scalp, but just gently on the side, and it's really getting in under the areas that are covered. This is really good. I'm glad I thought of it. Okay, so I'll just do one on camera, and then I'll come back and let you see my hair after I re-braid it. In terms of time, I don't know if I'm really saving time. I am saving some wear and tear on my hair from combing and everything through it. So instead of twice a day, having the braids allowed me to go overnight into the morning and not comb and brush my hair in the morning. I gave that one up with the braids, but I still needed to do some conditioning. So my hair is not dry. Oh boy, look at those highlights. My hair is definitely not dry, but it needed to be regroomed. So let's see how this halo is gonna work. I'm just gonna paint it right in like that. I was skeptical about getting this brush, and I was thinking, I don't need that. I can just use my hands like I've been doing. But actually, I like the way it applies the conditioner. It applies it better than my hands alone. It's more thorough. And because it's a brush, it's really getting onto the hair better than if I just use my fingers. I think I'm getting more of the hair, and I want to get toward the root so that the aloe can really nourish the root. I don't like the smell of this. If you've ever smelled fresh aloe, it has kind of like a funk to it. Now I'm going to comb through this, and it will distribute it and remove the excess. Oh, see? I was on to something. Look at how sleek it made my hair. So when I re-braid it, the braid is going to be very neat. Wow. I combed that right out of my hair. So very little is on there, and that minimized the smell I didn't like. Now this is a finer tooth comb. My hair really likes that aloe. Aloe. Alright. So that removed a little bit more excess. And we can compare what my braid will look like after I rebraid it, trying not to miss any hairs. Having the aloe mixture on here really helped to pull the hairs together. So that alone should reduce any frizz. Oh wow, look at this nice sleek result. And then I will blot the hair with just a paper towel. I'll just run the paper towel right down the braid to remove any excess. And it doesn't smell. Wow. Once I remove the excess with the towel, maybe it'll give my hair more of a fuller braided look. Maybe this braid will look fuller, it'll be stronger, a stronger braid that's less coily. I am sweating up a storm. Do you see me sweating in front of your face? Look at me. It's hot. It's hot here. I was not kidding you. So considering how hot and humid it is, my hair is doing an amazing job. The section that was treated with the aloe is drying nicely. There's a little shrinkage happening, but that's okay. I'm gonna bobby pin that down. Whew, look at me. I am dripping sweat. I am not a sweaty kind of person. I did bobby pin it. It's still, maybe I can bobby pin it again. So now that looks good, and much cleaner, right? Turn this one into two, but I really don't want to have too many up here. I'm going to pin this down right here, like so. That should help it. Okay, so that's the process, and you can see what my hair was doing on the end, and so that it probably won't be frizzy, it'll probably just stay like that. Okay, so I used the paper towel to blot this, and my braid is unraveling. You can see that it unravels, and this is typical of my hair. I've been really surprised that I didn't have a major unraveling issue, and I think it's because I braided my hair when it was mostly dry. This has a lot of slip, so the aloe, while it definitely has given my hair some nice enriching moisture, has also given it so much slip the braid doesn't want to stay. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to still leave it as it is and maybe try to braid it further down. I didn't expect that. I mean, the shrinkage started to really happen, and it was because my hair was unraveling itself. Hence the reason why when I was younger, I really just kind of stayed away from braids. I felt like they were wasting my time. I just didn't have a lot of time. And I don't have a lot of time now, but I have more time than I used to. Okay, so the key is definitely to remove the excess, and I switched from a paper towel to this towel to try to get it a little drier. And I'm just squeezing down the braid, and okay, it definitely gathered up and smoothed out all of the breakaways and the dry frizz. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like fully dry. There is olive oil in this mixture, and I put the fresh aloe, like I scooped it literally from the fresh leaf, into the blender with a little olive oil. I blended it. It was like kind of foamy and frothy and thin, and I put it in the freezer just to settle it down and get the oil to like thicken it up a little bit. And you see the consistency already. It's kind of like a slime, but aloe is slimy, in case you didn't know. So that's one down. I have all these other braids to do, but I definitely want my scalp nourished. So that is the key. I think it's wrong to neglect nourishing the hair by choosing, I have to say this carefully, by choosing to reduce grooming to preserve the hair and protect it from over manipulation, but not neglect that you still have to maintain the scalp. And sometimes you have to maintain the hairstyle too. Okay, my braids are not bad because I had them up. And as you can see, I had a generous number of bobby pins in here to secure the hairs from pulling away. This really helps my hair to not unravel from the root, which is what you were seeing in the breakaway areas. Okay, so I'm definitely going to redo the front. And it feels loose back here. I'll let you see what it looks like, and I can look at what you see later when I play the video. But just from touch alone, I know that this area is a problem. I can feel it. It's like, oh, look at the hair is just completely like broken away. It's all loose. And it wasn't loose when I did it. So I'm going to use the aloe on that area, just like I did on the front. Maybe that'll be how I can pick and choose. Maybe I can just spot, refresh it, and then wash it all out tomorrow. And that can maybe save me some time because I'm not grooming every single one. Some of these are still pretty good, and so is the root. But the one that I felt down here, that one definitely has to get done, and I definitely need to do the front. So I think maybe that's all I'll do. I tried to really do a good job with these, which had been one, but then I said no, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna last. Yeah, I definitely need to get down in here. So I'm gonna put these up because I'm not gonna redo these. They're already bent, so I don't care that this knot is up here. I never called them knots before. I think I used to call them knobs. Alright, so I'll have to do those, and I don't need to do these. I'm going to seriously pick and choose which ones I'm doing. And that's how I'm going to save my time, and I'm still going to nourish my scalp and everything and my hair. And what I may do is just put a little bit of the aloe with my hands on the ones that I'm not redoing, just so that they're being conditioned as well. This one's in really good shape. We don't need to redo that one. I'll wrap it up here. Let's see. How about this one? This one, yeah. If it's loose from the root, I'm going to redo it. This one I should probably just turn into two. This one I'll just redo. This one I will turn into two. That one, that is really bad. This one is really bad. I can let you see it. This one's really bad. So maybe I'll turn it into 2. Just so we can get through the day. I'm not even thinking about several days. These are okay. Put those up. How about this one? How about this one? Yeah, this one is the front. So I may turn this into 2. So I think I just reduced the work down to like half of them. And nourishing the edges with this aloe conditioner, fresh aloe. It's okay to leave it on. I've left it on burns. I was just fine. It's fantastic for the skin. So if you can leave it, you can leave it on your skin, which means you can leave it on your scalp. Your scalp is skin. All right. The brush really applied a generous amount. And maybe that was too much. Maybe I should stick with my fingers. Ooh. Wow, these are in better condition already, but I need to clean them up. Do you see how that works? Let's see it in action. Look at that. Do you see how that just laid the edges right on down? I can even just use a comb. Not even brush it. Wow. I'm on to something, everybody. So by removing the excess, this one was just too wet, I think. Too much slip, too wet, and my braid had no grip. So I'm going to try a different method on this braid. And I could change this braid into a cornrow if I wanted to. But I really don't want to pull on the hairs in the front. It took me so long to get those hairs to agree to come back. You just don't know. Okay, so we'll brush it in gently. It's really getting into the hairs. Now I know why people use these brushes. And then it has this pointy side where you can make a part with it. And then go in there some more. And I'm basically trying to distribute it better, more thoroughly, so that I'm not using as much. And then run it down the whole hair. And I'll just go right in with the finest tooth comb I have. Look at this. These are edges I did not have before. Isn't that something? Look at that. You see these edges go all the way to my eyebrows. You see that? Wow. I haven't had any edges like this in I don't know how long. I never had great edges. Never had a great hairline. We didn't call it edges, we just called it hairline. Okay, so I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try to take the excess out before I braid it. My hair still has great slip. It's very moisturized, as you can see. You see that recoil? Shrinkage? I said I might turn this into 2, so let's make good on that promise. I'm going to part it here. Well, actually, no. Let's part it like this way. And then I'm going to use a bobby pin. Other people use clips. I use bobby pins. My hair is fine. My hair will just slip out of the clip. The longer part will be in the clip, and all the rest of the hairs will try to escape. clip. See how clean that is? That's the key to avoiding frizz, is to grab up all the hairs that I can. And actually, after I make this mini braid, I can braid it into the other one. So it's still one, but it's two in one. The two-in-one braid to really secure all these different lengths going on so that I'm not getting frizzies. I don't know what to do about this here. Alright. It's uneven because, like I told you, I know you probably don't believe it. I have to keep showing the pictures. I did not have hair right here. It came out. And it wasn't because I'm getting older. I'm 52, but that wasn't the reason. There were things I needed to change. Birth control makes your hair fall out, by the way. So, I much rather choose other ways to avoid being pregnant than lose my hair. Okay, I got it now. It's trying to escape even now. It's trying to escape my fingers. Yep, that part looks clean. So then I can braid this braid into the rest of that section. So it's still one, but it's two in one. I made sure that I was not overstressing my body by exercising too much. I was training really hard. That packs a punch on the hair because it changes your whole body chemistry. Nobody tells you. Nobody tells you. All they talk about is the six-pack, and that's what I was in love with, and that's what I was chasing. And you know what? I'm over it. I'd rather have hair on my head than have a six-pack and be bald or look bald because my hairline has receded so far back. I'm so blessed that I was able to restore my hair. Whew. Especially at my age, when thinning is expected because the hair changes. I mean, the doctor wasn't completely wrong. He was just wrong about me. Okay. So now I can take that braid. Oh, I need a good grip. Now my hair is so slippery. I'm trying to have even sections. Okay. So I'll use this braid as one of the sections. And maybe it'll give my hair more of a fuller braided look. Maybe this braid will look fuller. It'll be stronger, a stronger braid that's less coily. I am sweating up a storm. Do you see me sweating in front of your face? Look at me. It's hot. It's hot here. I was not kidding you. So considering how hot and humid it is, my hair is doing an amazing job. The section that was treated with the aloe is drying nicely. There's a little shrinkage happening, but that's okay. I'm going to bobby pin that down. Whew, look at me. I am dripping sweat. I am not a sweaty kind of person. I did bobby pin it. It's still, maybe I can bobby pin it again. So now that looks good, and much cleaner, right? I could turn this one into 2, but I really don't want to have too many up here. I'm going to pin this down right here, like so. That should help it. Okay, so that's the process, and you can see what my hair was doing on the end, and so that doesn't, it probably won't be frizzy, it'll probably just stay like that, but just to smooth it out to look better, I just dip my finger into the aloe conditioner that I made. Okay, I'll come back and let you see when I finish. Okay, I'm done. I'm just going to add a little bit of the aloe on the ones I did not take out. Did I say I was going to take this one out? Or did I say it could stay? I think I said it could stay. So I'm just using my fingers now so that I don't overwhelm with the moisture, which could have a negative effect, which I do not want And I'm gonna make sure I get on the scalp too, in between, on the ones that are good enough to not be redone today. This, I didn't know what to expect, but this is definitely better than expected. My hair looks so freshly done. There is no way in all the world that I want to be redoing all these braids every single day. So I need a way to maintain at least half of them and maintain my scalp health. Make sure my scalp is nice and nourished so I get good hair growth. I'm really happy with my hair. Look at how juicy it looks, guys. Remember, I told you I was learning new vocabulary from the tutorials. Juicy is the word for when your hair looks rich and conditioned and moisturized and everything. So now all my braids look so good. Instead of dry and frizzy, like I just rolled around in the covers. So we're freshly done, but I only did half the braids. How about that? I think I did less than half the braids, to be honest with you. I'm going to put my pins back in. And I will have the same hairdo tomorrow because it worked. Having that bun in the back like that saved probably the braids I didn't have to do. So we're going to do that again. And now all of that fuzzy area and fuzzy unraveled area is so clean now. Now this is good. This is good. What I was showing you was a problem. All gone. All gone. This was the area. That problem is solved. I'm going to put a pin in there. I like to solve my problem. I don't like to just walk around with it and just like, yeah, it's a problem and I don't care. Like, that's not me. Okay, same hairdo as it worked before. We'll put them up into a braided bun. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, I feel so good and so fresh and so happy. It looks like I took them all out and redid them all, but I didn't. You saw what I did. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of my own oil formula. I'm recycling Donna's recipe. I can't do $40 a week. I just can't. So now I'm just using my own oil, but I like the dropper method of applying it, which is not what I was doing before. Before, what I was doing is just putting on my fingers and massaging it in. Make sure I get the hairline. The hairline is everything. Really keep those edges nourished. Get in here. And all those little tight spots that are covered up now. There. I don't want any pins sticking out. Oh, that feels great. And this blend of oil that I made for my hair specifically, this blend is a little bit heavier than some of my other blends, and I change whether I want it to be heavier or thinner. I don't want thin. I want a little bit thicker because it's so hot. So I want an oil that can really be robust and strong against the elements. And heat thins oil. So if I start off with a thin oil, it'll basically just evaporate off my hair. And oil doesn't evaporate, but that's basically the effect it would have. Oh, that thicker oil is fantastic. I feel so good right now. My hair is so moisturized. So you know how your scalp starts getting itchy? You know, putting that aloe with the olive oil, there's no itchy. The hair is now moisturized. There are no flyaways. All the hair is nicely contained right in front of your very eyes. I'm going to put this behind my ear. And you know what this is. The wig cap. And we are done, folks. We got it all done together. Week 2. My hair is definitely growing though. And it's definitely stronger, and it's definitely very noticeably improved around the hairline and the edges, which was my main focus for so long. Now I'm focusing on my whole head more, and now I'm in a new phase of hair growth and hairstyling for natural styles, and I'm just really happy I'm even at this point. I want it to be tighter. Loose will rub around on the hair and create frizz. So I try to make it tighter so the slack is taken up. And it has a band, so I can just pull and let it catch around the band. See how that is nice and snug? Now I'm ready to jump in the shower. It won't get frizzy in the shower because it has the cap on it. And it's nice and conditioned and moist. So we'll see what we look like tomorrow or maybe the next day. And I'm thinking about having it just loose, like my braid out day on not tomorrow, the day after. Today is Tuesday, so I'm thinking Thursday I'll wear some type of loose hairstyle and just let it go crazy, and then wash it that night and refresh it. I'll make Thursday my hair wash day. I will not do the hair wash tomorrow because we just did the conditioning refresh today. And then Thursday will be the honey aloe nourishment with fenugreek and moringa, and then we'll cycle back around a couple days, and then I would say so Thursday night would be the hair wash day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be the next one, and Sunday will be the banana. That's always, I won't say always because I've only done it once, but the banana was a lot of work. And I'll have to post up the pictures. My hair looks so juicy and smooth and nourished and everything, but I had a lot of the banana, just my hair plumped up with it, and it was pretty, but I don't know what it would look like dry. And I just don't want to have all of that content in my hair. So once I washed it out completely, my hair just shrank right back down and I went back to my normal routine. But it was pretty. So anyway, thank you for sharing my journey, and we'll see you again soon. I don't believe it, not for